Hi there, Zendesk community, customer experience. This is Dominic. Welcome to another video. Today I'm meeting Ben and we're going to discuss a connectivity issue in Zendesk. So connecting systems in Zendesk is important to enhance productivity. Now, Ben has worked on an amazing app that he's going to present to us.
Yeah, hi Dominic. Thanks for having me on your channel, and hi everyone. I'm going to show you FactBranch, which is the app I've been working on, and it basically connects different data sources to Zendesk and shows data from data sources. So this could be customer data or order data or something like that. I'm going to share my screen and show you how to get started.
Sweet, let's go.
What you can see here is basically the end result of my presentation. This is FactBranch in the Zendesk ticket view. And as you can see, I'm just displaying some basic information about the last items that this customer has ordered and some basic information. And I'm now going to show you how to get that done and how to get that set up. First, I'm going to show you how to take a very basic Google Sheet where I have my customer data, just like that, and turn it into the Zendesk view you can see here, where we have these items and the email address. I'm going to start with a fresh FactBranch account where I've configured nothing. And what you'll see is an onboarding view. And as we want to display data in Zendesk, I'm going to select this option. That starts with a very basic data pipeline that just consists of a trigger, which is the app we're going to install in Zendesk, and the final node, which is the display that generates the actual display we're going to see in the app. And what's missing here is a node in between that takes the data from the Google Sheet and queries the Google Sheet. So I'm going to create a node.
1 second, Ben, just a quick question on that note. A trigger, when you say here, is that connected to a trigger in Zendesk, or it has nothing to do with, you just call it trigger for you?
Yeah, that's a good question, because that's not connected to the trigger in Zendesk. It's just it's just an internal FactBranch wording.
Oh.
You could, of course, connect a Zendesk trigger to a trigger in FactBranch. That could also be done. So I'm going to select Google Sheets as my node. And because I haven't connected to my Google Sheets account yet, it asks me to do that, and I'm going to do that now. Your
app is built like as a third party, and it lives on a server somewhere on your website or on a system, like, I don't know, where do you host it, or how does it work?
So it is hosted on it's a third party, and it is hosted on Google infrastructure, which makes it quite easy for us to integrate with Google services, and also makes it tremendously scalable, because they just start more instances if we need more requests. But that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Then I'm going to just copy paste the URL of my spreadsheet here, and this should load the sheets I have. So I have all my data in the real data main sheet. If I click use sheet, I've connected to my Google Sheet now. And what I can do here is set some conditions. So these conditions work in a way that it goes through all the rows in the sheet and compares. If I select email, then it compares the email address to this column. So I'm going to say email should equal. And now I get the data from my Zendesk that's sent by the Zendesk app. And I can use placeholders here. So if I paste this $trigger data email, this will compare the email address that's associated with the Zendesk ticket to the email column here. And when it matches, it will return the whole row. So if I now run this node, you will see it doesn't return any rows, because I don't have test.example.com in my Google Sheet. But if I say Bob, for example, so I can edit my test data here and run it again, you'll see that it returns the entries we've seen before. So this 234A is Bob's user ID, for example.
So it first needs to validate that the email exists, right? This is what we saw. Test@example.com didn't exist. So it didn't return anything, but it found bulb at example, and it could retrieve some information about that.
Exactly, yeah. And what we can do here is, I think I saw Alice, and just try out that we get different entries, and here we get Alice.
So does it look all in all of the spreadsheets for the information about Alice at example?
It only looks in the real data main spreadsheet. So if we return to the sheet, you see that I have
this one. Okay, nice. Okay, cool. That's very cool. Nice.
And if I want to change that, I just click change and select the different sheet.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Cool.
That would allow me to combine different conditions. So to look up people by email address or by phone number or whatever I like. Or
external ID as people use them.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me return to the whole data pipeline to show you what it consists of right now. So first we have this Zendesk app trigger. Then we look up data in the Google Sheet. And then we have the Zendesk app display node. And now we're going to create a beautiful user interface based on the data we got. So as you can see here, we get the data from our Google Sheets node. And as the template is empty right now, we have a button to generate a UI. And if I hit that, it will generate a very basic UI. So this is HTML. If you know a bit of HTML, or in combination with ChatGPT, you can probably also get some HTML or generate your own HTML. And whatever you want to do here, you can do it. So for example, if you want to say...
You want to customize the app to match your, I don't know, some UI requests. So, I don't know, you want yours to be blue because, I don't know, these colors are blue or yellow or whatever they might be, right? Is that
exactly
correct?
So yeah. So if I say style, I think it's red, for example, or then you see the email address turns red.
Nice. So completely customizable interface. I see. Okay. So you're a step beyond just creating the connectivity, but also giving it a look and feel, which is cool.
Exactly. And as you can see here, we start with this 4-row in data rows. So if you're more technical, you might probably know there are templating engines for HTML templates. And what they do is they give you the opportunity to use some logic. So here, for example, we're using a for loop, which loops through all my results that I got from the Google Sheets node and displays the result. So if many rows match, for example, we will see we'll see all rows here. And right below we have this if statement, which prints this row title if we have more than one rows that matched. Do you want to see that, or is that?
You lost me because I'm not that technical.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I've nerded out here.
Yeah, no worries. All good. Some people are technical and they ask me technical questions, and I'm like, I don't know. Sorry.
Maybe just one more thing about this node. You can see that we have this account admin link here, and that was auto-generated because it recognized that this looks like a URL, so like a link, and then it just generates a link for that. Okay, so now we have the UI. The last thing is to install the Zendesk app, and I'm gonna you can install it for Zendesk chat, sell, or support. I'm gonna install it for support, and just install in my developer account here. Now, what I need here is an API key, and that API key links the Zendesk app that I install to this specific data pipeline. And if you go back to here, you will see that here we have the API key. I'm just going to copy and paste it over here. And then I'm gonna hit install. And this will install the app in my Zendesk account and will make it available, as you know, to all your agents. But you can also have role restrictions and everything. That's just standard Zendesk stuff.
So if you want to make any changes to the UI, you want to make an email more prominent, or I don't know, the external ID, whatever. If you make the changes on your instance on FactBranch, do you have to paste the API key again? Does it generate a new one, or it just pushes it directly without any?
The API key stays the same. So that's for this for this data pipeline. This is the API key.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If I return here and hit reload, and it should load FactBranch. Yeah, and it loads the UI we've just created. Because this ticket is by Bob, it looks up Bob in the spreadsheet. And if we go back and I don't know, make the yeah, we could turn the email address blue again, maybe, or blue.
I like the visual aspect of things more.
Yeah, sure, me too. Let's make it bold as well, so it just jumps out. And if we go here and hit reload, blue and bold.
Sweet, nice. Okay. Usually companies keep their databases in a third-party system somewhere, and usually they want to connect to Zendesk, and they get a lot of value by doing so. They get more productivity for their agents. Agents see information about the clients, and they know who is a VIP, who spent more money, who, I don't know, who needs more attention. So I guess that's very, very interesting for the audience. If I can create some, let's say, more complex flows, usually how integrations work with databases where you surface more information in Zendesk is you get information, you read it from a database. Okay, do we know this person, Bob at email.com? Yes, we do. Here we go. They've been a client since 2017. Their lifetime value is $2,000, and they're a gold member or something. And based on that, the agent can make a decision, can answer in a certain way, etc. So my question is if we can modify information in Zendesk. So for example, we can write information in the app in Zendesk, change something which modifies it in the backend. Can we do that? Or just read and write information in the backend?
Yes, actually we can do that. We don't have a way to enter information right now, but that's something, as you can see, that would be very easy to add.
Mm-hmm. You have the methods which be changed from get to put, and you potentially theoretically can.
Yes, yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
How you structure the pricing model for your app.
Mm-hmm. So FactBranch pricing is based on how many agents use the app actually. So the current pricing is, I can show you, it's 25 euros or dollars per month, and then it's 9 euros per agent per month. Reason for that is because, of course, we have to provide the servers, and as you can see, there's a lot of development going on, and you'll always have to access to the most recent version of FactBranch, of course.
So do you offer the support to create the connection for a new customer?
Yeah, definitely. So
it's included within the pricing, right? Or
yes, what has worked incredibly well is if people are stuck somewhere, we help. Or if you have questions specifically for this HTML templates, we're just gonna jump in and help you with all the with the logic or something like that. Or if you struggle with the SQL query.
Okay, understood.
And we've in the past, like if we found out that an SQL query is very slow, then we've consulted the customers and told them, okay, you could do. We've seen that this and that, or adding an index here works and speeds up the query.
Is there more of you, or is it only you working on FactBranch?
It's mainly me. And occasionally there are other people who help me with specific stuff.
Okay, understood. Thank you for this demo. It's really cool. I specifically like how it's so customizable and easy to use once the functionality is not functionality, but the terminology is explained. So just by asking you, is that a trigger in Zendesk, or is this a trigger you call it in your own platform and language, and you clear that up, and then you showed how it's easy to drag and drop to not use some nodes and create another one that, yeah, just made incredibly easier to grasp and how to do. Probably for the more detailed questions, somebody would require your help. I would also require your help probably to set it up. Thank you for providing this demo, and yeah, I'm very grateful for having on.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me on your channel.